Hello my beauty queens, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're going to be discussing my makeup basket. Now I was going to say weekly makeup basket, but I try to take enough stuff out for me to use so I don't have to go back in my drawer, because I try to take out stuff that I need to use that I haven't used in a while. So yeah, we're just going to go through my makeup basket. That's what I'm gonna call it. And I'm not gonna call it weekly basket. If I would call it anything, it'll be like 3 weeks, maybe a month. So without further ado, let's get into it. So I'm going to try, if I don't get off track, to go in the order that I put my makeup on. So as far as my brows, I use the ColourPop Brow and Soft Black. If it'll go up. And then what this look like right here, soft black. So that's what I do my brows with, and that's what I have in my basket for, I'll say, the next 3 weeks. Let's roll with 3 weeks. So then as far as my moisturizer for the next 3 weeks, I'm gonna use the Ultra Repair Cream, and the products that I'm showing you now is the products that I use today. So yeah, the Ultra Repair Cream, Intense Hydration, Skin Protectant. And at first I was a little hesitant because I have, like I said, oily skin, but this works amazing. Like, it doesn't make me oily. And yeah, I'm super happy because this is like not my first time trying it today, but my first time purchasing this, and I'm really enjoying it. The Ultra Repair Cream by First Aid Beauty. I need to let you guys see it. I'm really enjoying this cream right here. So that's my moisturizer. And then moving on to my primers. Put this in the basket so then I don't start knocking stuff over, being clumsy. So as far as my primers, I took out 3. So I took out my Fenty Beauty Soft Matte. And that's what this looks like right here. We already know it has a pump. Fenty Beauty Soft Matte Primer. So I've been using that all over my face. Then I'll go in with my One Size Secure the Blur. And I really like this primer as well. So I use the Fenty Beauty Soft Matte all over my face. I use this mainly where my pores is, like around here. The One Size Secure the Blur primer. And then to finish it off, sometimes I'll just use those two. But if I have enough time and I'm just enjoying doing my makeup, doing every step that I want to do, because now at this point I'm about to enjoy this morning doing my makeup for work. So then I'll go in with the Tatcha, the Silk Canvas primer right here, and we all know what that looks like right here. All the rave was about this for a long time, so I brought this out to use because I just started using it because I had it in my stash and I wasn't using it. So that's another thing. Like, I like to do my makeup baskets because then that give me the opportunity to use my makeup. Like I said, I really love makeup, and then I don't know. Like, I don't have one particular thing that I love about makeup. Like, I love all the makeup. So I love all the eyeshadows and all the blushes and all the lipsticks. All the foundations. Like, I don't gravitate toward one thing, and that's my problem. But anywho, let's get back onto this video with this makeup basket. Alright, so we did the primers, I did the moisturizer. So now we're going to move on to concealers. And so for my concealers, I took out 3. The Kevyn Aucoin, and here's what we look like right here. As far as this Kevyn Aucoin, I used all this up, so I will be breaking out my other one. But yeah, I use this one right here. As you can see, I use this to even out my face, to make me have like a smooth and what word am I looking for? Smooth and my face, like one color. I don't know why I couldn't think of the word, but anywho, make my face, all one color, so that I use way less foundation. So I'll go in with the Kevyn Aucoin and put it on my dark spots. And yeah, I just call this the eraser because, baby, this work wonders, and I like it, and it only take a little bit. So yeah, the Kevyn Aucoin, and this is the shade, what shade is this? 15. And so this is what I use right here to erase everything. That's what I'll just say, because I call the Kevyn Aucoin Skin Enhancer the eraser. So another concealer I got more than 4. I lied, you guys. Let me get these other ones. So that's the concealer that I use to make my complexion even. That's the word I was looking for, even. I don't know why I could not think of that word. So to make my complexion even, so I use less foundation. So then as far as my concealers, I took out my LA Pro Conceal in the shade Chestnut, and then also my Pat McGrath concealer in the shade D30. So we all know what this looks like right here. This has been around for a long time. This is the shade, I don't know if you guys can see it. Try to get it. I don't know. But anyway, this is the shade Chestnut. And then this is D30 right here. Pat McGrath. So I take these two right here, and so you know what, I skipped it because I used the Kevin Aquan to I'm gonna go in the order I do my makeup. So I use my Kevin Aquan, like I said, to do an even base, and then I go in with whatever foundation I'm using. So I took out 3, 4, 5 foundations because, like I said, I love all makeup, all beauty products, all whatever. So yeah, so I took out my Westman Atelier. Put these down right here. So I took out my Westman Atelier foundation stick right here. And I think this is in the shade, let me see, that's the X is 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is the shade 8 right here. And that's what this looks like right here. Swatch it. So yeah, that's the color right there. And Westman Atelier foundation. So another foundation, put that in here. So another foundation, that's a highlighter. So another foundation that I took out to use in my makeup basket is the LYS Triple Fix Serum Foundation in the shade DN6. And this is what that looks like right here. I'm pretty sure you guys know. DN6 is the shade. My camera doesn't really focus, but yeah, just believe me, you guys, DN6 is the shade of the LYS right here. Another foundation that I put in my basket is the NARS, what is it, Soft Matte. And it is the New Caledonia. And that's what this looks like right here. And then last but not least, the foundation that I have in my makeup basket is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation right here. So I have this in my basket as well. And this is the shade Rich Honey. So I don't know if you can see it. Rich Honey. All right, now we're about to move back to the concealers. So as far as my concealers, as I was saying, the LA Pro, let me stand these up before they roll off my table and then I have a heart attack. So as far as my concealers, I use the LA Pro Conceal in Chestnut, and then I use the Pat McGrath and D30. And what I do with these, because these are like, you know, more brown, more my skin tone, I'll take either this one or this one, not both, but one or the other, whichever what I'm feeling when I'm getting ready for work. And I'll just put that like in the inner corner, like right here and right here. So that's what I do with my darker concealer shades. And then with the lighter ones, like this Too Faced Born This Way multi-use concealer in the shade Butterscotch. So after I put my darker shade right here, then I go on the outer part and put the lighter shade, and then a lighter shade down my nose. So I don't have that really bright, unflattering highlight like I have on a mask at the top. So yeah, I'll just do the darker shade first and then the lighter shade so everything will blend together. So yeah, so the Too Faced Born This Way multi-use concealer in the shade Butterscotch. Then also for the same thing, I'm showing you guys the same thing. Well, different concealers that I use for the same thing. Age Rewind Maybelline in the shade Caramel. And that's what we're looking like right here. That's the color of that. And then I have the Westman Atelier. What number is this? 5, 6, and let's see. Yeah, and 6. And here's what that looks like right here. So this is the concealer. Well, it's really the foundation, but I bought it as a concealer. So yeah. So this is shade 6 in Westman Atelier. Moving right along. So now we did the primers, we did the moisturize, the primers, the moisturizer, the eraser, the Kevin Aucoin Skin Essential Enhancer, which I call eraser, to even out your skin, and you need very little. The foundation and the concealer. So now we're moving on to powder. So the powders that I pulled out for my makeup basket is as follow. I pulled out the OS by Patrick Starr in Dark Deep, and I'm pretty sure you guys know what this look like right here. I have a review and tutorial on this, and I really like this powder, but I haven't used it because, like I said, us makeup junkies is always buying new products. So yeah, so this is what that looks like right here, which I know you already know, but yeah, the Patrick Starr powder in the shade Dark Deep, and that's what that looks like. I'm making a mess, you guys. So the shade in Dark Deep, and I use this like all over my face. Then I have the other shade, of course, in Translucent, and I'll set under my eye. I still got a little bit in the cap, making a mess over here. And I still had a color Translucent right here. This is very beautiful. Let me see. I'm going to take, just so you can see how beautiful this is. My eyes is already set, but you see my face is a little shiny because, like I said, I'm very oily. But yeah, so we're going to just take this translucent powder by Patrick Starr. And yeah, we're going to just show you how beautiful this set the under eye. It sets it very beautiful. The Patrick Starr powder in Translucent. I like the Dark Deep too, but I bought the Translucent first because I didn't know if the Dark Deep was going to work on me. Well, I didn't know if it was going to be too red, but I can handle it. Well, my skin can handle it. It's not too red. This powder right here just make your face look so, airbrushed. It's like super nice. So yeah, this is what that powder is looking like. Look at that. That is so pretty. But anywho, this is not a tutorial. This is about my, well, it is a tutorial. Well, not really. It's a video because I'm not doing any makeup. But I just wanted you guys to see how this Patrick Starr translucent powder is on my deeper skin. So yeah, let me know what you think. This is old. Well, not old, but it's been out for a while. So yeah, just let me know. All right, so as I was saying, the OS one size Patrick Starr powder, and then two more powders, like I said, because I don't be want to go back in my drawers or nothing like that. So I just try to take out as much stuff as I feel like that I'm going to use that I haven't been using, so I can fall back in love with it, or either toss it or do whatever I'm gonna do with it if I don't like it, because I don't want to hoard stuff, because I have a habit of doing that. I'll be acting like something gonna happen to where I'm gonna need it and I'm not gonna have it, and then I done gave it away, and then I'm freaking out, which I have stuff that I felt like that over and I ain't probably touched it and I don't know how. But anywho, so another powder that I've been, well, not that I've been using, that I put in my makeup basket is the Gucci powder. And this is in the shade 11. And this is Matte Natural. And here's what this looks like right here. Now, I like this powder, but for whatever reason, sometimes, I don't know, when I use it, it get hard pan. And it did that a couple times. So I would take like my brow pencil, and I would take this part right here, the spoolie, and kind of like scrape it. But then I'm kind of upset because then I'm wasting powder. And you know, this was a pretty penny, the Gucci Matte Natural powder. But I like it. But for whatever reason, it keeps on getting dry pan. So if you guys have anything to help me out, and I know it will get dry pan if it get moist. But like I do this, I use this powder the same way I use all my other powders, and that doesn't happen. And I have the Gucci bronzers, and that doesn't happen with that. So if I'm doing something wrong, just let me know. But yeah, I put the Gucci Matte Naturel in shade 11. Once again, that's what this looks like right here in the shade 11 in my makeup basket. All right, so last but not least, my last powder that I put in my makeup basket. Well, I take that back. It's not my last powder. The last powder that I put in my makeup basket, I just said last powder. Well, I put this in my makeup basket, but the other two powders that I'm going to show you, and I'm pretty sure you know what they are, I just keep them sitting on my vanity. So they're not even in my makeup basket. They just sitting there waiting for me to pick them up whenever I get ready to pick them up, because I just purchased them and I'm really loving them, and I'm pretty sure you guys know what they are because I did a review and tutorial on it. So while I'm talking about this La Mer powder and rambling, you guys be thinking about what powders that I'm talking about. But anywho, so the La Mer, the powder, and I use this right here as a setting powder, and we know what this looks like right here, the La Mer powder. And yeah, so this is nice. So after I do all my makeup, my bronzer, my highlight, like everything, I go in with like a with a fluffy brush, just tap it in there a little bit, dust off the excess, and just use it to blend all my makeup together very seamlessly so you don't see any harsh lines. And I really like this powder. It's pretty cool. It's expensive, but it's pretty cool. Packaging is nice, and I like the way it works. All right, so these are my last powders, and we already know what this is. This is the Ambient Lighting Edit Universe palette. So like I said, this kind of don't count in my makeup basket because I just sit these on my vanity and use them as I please. So yeah, but we all know what this looks like right here. So yeah, so these powders right here is just sitting on my vanity, but since I was talking about my makeup basket, I just thought that I'll pull them out and show you guys because I'm using these too. They just not technically in my makeup basket. And then the other one is the Ambient Light Palette Volume 3. And that's what that looks like right here. So yeah, that concludes all my powders. So that's why I said probably I'll keep this makeup basket out for maybe even a month. Because yeah, I just need to use this stuff and then I'll switch it out. And sometimes if I feel like something not working, right with another product, then I might switch it out. But other than that, I really try to use these products and stick to these products. Moving right along. So now my bronzers. As far as my bronzers, I took out 3 bronzers. One bronzer I just bought, I haven't used yet, and then 2 other bronzers. So we're going to go with the 2 bronzers that's in my makeup basket that I use today. Okay, so the first one, or I'll just do them both together. So it is the Gucci 4 and 5. And this is what this looks like right here. We all know what the Gucci bronzers look like. I bought 4 and 5. At first I thought 5 was a little red, but depending on what foundation I'm wearing, it'll look nice. So yeah, sometimes I do the 4, sometimes I do the 5. But however, I really, really like both of these. So yeah, so this is the Gucci 4 right here. And I really like this. And it's a good bronzer. I like the smell. I know some people don't like the fragrance in in their makeup, but this is not overpowering. It's just like a nice scent to me while I'm doing my makeup in the morning. So yeah, the Gucci bronzer in number 4. Then the Gucci bronzer in number 5. So the stuff I'm showing you, I just put this out Monday. Well, I'll say Sunday night, I pulled it out to be able to wear to work Monday. So yeah, this is the stuff that I'm showing you that I'm going to probably keep out for the next 3 weeks or the month. Okay, so now this other bronzer is from Fenty Beauty. This one been out for a while. However, I didn't purchase it. And this one is the Thick Mint 09 because I have her 2 other bronzers. And what is it? Naughty and Moco Mami. And I have those 2 and I was really loving those. So I didn't even think to get the Thick Mint. But one day I went into Sephora, was buying something else and saw this. So I decided to pick it up. And so like I said, this is Thick Mint. I haven't used this one yet. So it looked fresh. So I will be using this one. And I'll let you guys know how I like the Fenty Beauty Thick Mint 09. Because I really like the other 2 Naughty. I can't think of the word before that. But Cocoa Naughty and Mocha Mommy. I really like them too. So I'll let you know what I think about the Thick Mint 09. So that's in my makeup basket so I can use it. All right, so now we're moving. I'm almost done. I got the blushes, I got my setting sprays, highlighters, and then a few palettes, and then I'm going to let you go, my beauty queens, I promise. All right, so moving right along. So as far as my blushes, you know Pat McGrath just came out with her holiday collection and her blush trios. I purchased the two quads and the highlighter, but I didn't purchase her blush trios because I have 3 of her blushes, and that's what I have in my makeup basket because I had them in a drawer and I wasn't using them. And then when I saw Pat McGrath holiday release with the blushes, I'm like, I have Pat McGrath blushes. Let me bring my blushes out. All right, so I have 3 Pat McGrath blushes. So the first one I have is Paradise Venus. And these 3 blushes right here is like so beautiful. They show up so well on deeper skin. And I'm pretty sure these was the 3 deepest shades. So like I was saying, Paradise Venus. And that's what this looks like right here. It's so pretty. I'm going to swatch this. I know this is not a swatching video, but I just want you to see. Paradise Venus, that is so pretty. Like, it looks so beautiful on the cheeks. Paradise Venus. Then I put that back in my makeup basket. And then I put Electric Bloom. And this is what Electric Bloom look like. And then I didn't show you the packaging, but we all know what it is with all my fingerprints on there. But so yeah, this is Electric Bloom right here. I'm going to swatch this for you as well if you're thinking about getting these blushes, because I'm super happy that I picked these up. So yeah, Electric Bloom. They look a little the same on camera, but I promise you they're not, as you can see right there. I don't know why it's coming off on camera like they exactly the same. Kind of see like that, but they're not. Put that one in there, and then last but not least, the Pat McGrath blushes that I took out because I just like to have variety and a choice. Like I said, because when I'm getting ready for work, it all depends on how I feel. I don't never just pull stuff out like I'm wearing this and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do this. I just, do it off the top of my head or wing it out like however I'm feeling that day or that morning, should I say, when I wake up. And so then my other blush is Love Struck. And that's what this one look like right here. Very pretty. So yeah, so I did not get, the Pat McGrath trios, but these is the blushes, and I promise you they are different. They coming off on camera kind of look the same, but I promise you they don't. Or it could just be my camera, but I promise you they don't look the same. Okay, so the last 2 blushes is from Cover Effects. Well, the last 2 blushes I'm going to show you, one is from Cover Effects, and it is the Blush Duo in Spice Cinnamon. And this one right here, I was not showing this one no love. So I'm like, I need to break this out. I only purchased one of these. This is the only one that caught my eye, which was Spice Cinnamon, and I really like it. So yeah, so I put this in my makeup basket as well. And then a bonus, it comes with a highlighter. So I could just use this blush and the highlighter and don't have to worry about a highlighter. Last but not least, like I said, I love all makeup. I don't discriminate. I love my high-end makeup. I love my lower-end makeup. I love my mid-range makeup. I don't discriminate. I like what I like. And if I like it, I'm going to buy it. It doesn't matter. Well, I can't afford everything, so I ain't going to take it to that point. But it kind of doesn't matter the price as far as me saying, oh, I'm not going to get that because that's drugstore or that's that. I'm not like that. Like I said, I love all things makeup. I do high end from mid-range to lower end. So yeah, that's just me. But anywho, if I like it, I like it. So last but not least, the last blush is 09 Red Vino by Milani. And Milani have some bomb blushes. I have a quite a few of her blushes, and I really, really enjoy them. And we all know these is drugstore. So I really loved wearing this red vino right here. This complements my skin very well. And it has a little shimmer, but not too much to where it accentuates your pores. So yeah, red vino by Milani. I'm done with the blushes. All right, moving right along. So as far as my highlights, I brought out 3. One is the Pat McGrath highlight in Golden Nectar. And that's what I have on today. That's what I wore to work. It just gives you a very nice amount of shine without overdoing it. Like I said, because I wore this to work and I don't need to be beaming to the guys at work. But yeah, this is very nice. It just gives you just enough to where when you turn your head, you see a little shine, but you're not overdoing it. So this is what Golden Nectar look like right here, if you don't know. And the packaging right here looks similar to the blushes. So that's the highlighter I have in my collection. And then, well, not my collection, in my makeup basket. And then another highlighter I have in my makeup basket is by Milk Makeup. And it took me a while to get this one. And when I got it, I really, 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 really enjoyed it. Then I put it in my drawer because I purchased other highlighters, as I do. Because like I said I love all makeup. I don't really have a preference. Like of what I love more, because I use mostly all the products on my face. So I damn near love all products. But anywho, so the Flex highlighter in glazed, and I'm pretty sure you guys know what this look like right here. So I put this in my makeup basket as well. Then last but not least, my Westman Atelier highlighter in, I cannot see, what is the name of this? Lit Up. So Westman Atelier Lit Up. And that's what this looks like right here. I don't know if you guys seen this. I'm going to swipe it at the top of this foundation. So that's what that looks like right there, lit up. And you see it's kind of golden. I mean, like bronzy brown. It's very pretty and very subtle as well. Nice everyday highlighter from Westman Atelier called Lit Up. All right. So that's the makeup basket, and then I'm going to bring out my 2 sprays and then some palettes that I want to use. And then I'm done. All right, so the 2 sprays that I've been using is the Porefessional Super Setter. Now at first I didn't really care for this, so it was sitting on my vanity. I don't know, the spritz, I don't know, it was like so fine to where I guess that's good. I don't want it to be like a water hose. But it was so fine that I really couldn't tell that I was putting anything on my face. So I guess that's a good thing. I don't know. So to me, it was kind of weird. But as I started using it, I really started enjoying it. So it's the Porefessional Super Setter right here. So I put this in my makeup basket so I can use that as well. This look a little weird. But in here, right here, is Say Mario Badescu spray. But this is my Nye Final Seal, because you saw I buy it like in that container, and so I just put it in this spray bottle right here, so that's why it look green. So this is my Nye Final Seal, and so I'll spray this and then I'll let it dry like I said, then I'll go in with my brush, blend everything together. Moving right along, and then I'm going to let you guys go. So the palettes that I want to use for the next, I ain't even gonna kid myself, I'll just say 2 weeks. I'm gonna start off at 2 weeks. So for the next 2 weeks, or maybe 3, the palettes I want to use is, of course, my Natasha Denona Retro palette. And I just purchased this. I did a review and tutorial on this palette. And this is very pretty right here. So I put this on my vanity and for my makeup basket to use. And then I'm going to put this back in the box because I'll be scared I'm going to drop something. Alright, so the Natasha Denona Retro palette. And that's what we're looking like right here. I took out my Natasha Denona Biba. It ain't Boba because it ain't Biba palette. And here's what we look like right here. And then I told you in my review, or when I talked about my palettes. What was that video? Palette you shouldn't forget about. I was saying how this palette is a beautiful palette, but my spot fell out, so I smashed it back in. But yeah, this is a nice palette. So I took this one out. I took my Natasha Denona Metropolis palette out right here. I took out my Pat McGrath Celestial Divinity palette. And that's what this looks like right here. So I took this out for a pop of color. So if I just want to do a crease color with it or put it on my lash line or something like that for a pop of color, I took that out. And then I took out my newest Pat McGrath palette so far, the Mothership Mega Celestial Odyssey palette. Now I haven't used this one yet. The packaging is so cute. So I took it out to put on my vanity so I can use it. And like I said, this is the packaging right here. And this is the palette right here. So I haven't used this one yet. So I will be using this one. This is my newest Pat McGrath palette right here. All right, my beauty queens. I hope you enjoy my makeup basket for the next 3 weeks or a month. I'm not sure, but I will be using these at least 3 weeks. At least 3 weeks a month, I don't know. But 3 weeks, I will be using all these products. And yeah, so let me know what you think. Let me know if you do a makeup basket. Let me know how you do your rotation, especially if you're a makeup junkie. So you'll be able to use, you know, your makeup so it don't go to waste and just sitting there collecting dust. So yeah, I want to thank you for tuning in. I want to thank you for just watching. And like I always say, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell. Stay safe, stay well. Kisses. Peace out.